YouTube, what is going on today? Daniel, aka Phoenix DTS, coming at you with another brand new episode of Filmmaker Reacts, a weekly show react to a film trailer music video from a filmmaking perspective to help you guys understand what goes into making your favorite videos on the internet. Now, if you caught my last video, I said we were going to talk about movies this week. Might still do that, but I did react to the first part of Jackson Wang's behind the scenes production for his newest music video, Leave Me Loving You. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. And he just dropped the second part like right after that. So then I'm like, well, shit, I gotta react to this now because you guys reacted so well to it and liked the feedback and the insight I had to give. So I just gotta do this one now. And I got no problems with that. I love to talk about Jackson Wang. I love to talk about film and production, all that. But don't worry, that movie talk is coming. If I don't do it this week, I'll do it next week. And if Jackson Wang releases another part of this, then we'll do it the week after that. Don't worry, guys. But if you are new to the channel, welcome. I am Daniel. I am a filmmaker, a writer, a storyteller, all that fun stuff. I know a little bit about movie production, and so I break down these music videos and some of the behind the scenes, showing you guys how they put these together every week. So if you're into that, consider subscribe. And without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's lock it in right here and check out the second part to Jackson Wang's behind the scenes. I think we're on to actual production this time, which means this is the actual shooting, or maybe this is just the scouting. I know this is gonna be actual location scouting, and I'm really excited for that, so let's check it out. All right, this is another 9 minutes. We're in for a good one. Hopefully I can break stuff down. I might not always be talking because I'm just taking in the information, but if I have anything to note or kind of break down and explain to you guys, I will be sure to do it. Let's go, Team Wang. Know me.
Oh, when it's on the stairs,
Low.
when it's on the stairs, the title could come out.
Like this way first, and then pan.
Oh, yeah.
Mahjong table, and they could like play mahjong there.
So yes, location scouting. Going in, you get on location, you check it out, you see how it's gonna play out, because sometimes your reference images or the photos you have on deck don't accurately represent the actual space you're gonna be working in when you get there. So it's always good to go there and just check things out beforehand.
And it just goes into the kitchen.
Yeah.
And now, see, look, they're recording on their phone just to get a basic understanding of how the film is gonna look. Because basically, if you just do the same motion, you're just gonna upscale the production with a higher end camera, so it's just gonna look better, but it's gonna feel and hit the same beats as if you just recorded it on your phone. Which is why, if you want to make movies, you can do it on your phone really well, and it's the same thing.
The camera is not gonna be this, right? It's
Yeah.
gonna be
Yeah.
because they have that.
The steady.
Right,
Yeah.
the steady.
Yeah, the stabilizer, the gimbal, whatever, steady cam. It's this huge rig, and it's got a lot of counterweights and axes and gyroscope-like technology to make the camera fully, you know, stable while it's not like tilting side to side.
Equalizer.
But for now, during the phone, it's gonna be a little wobbly due to human error.
This, right? I don't move. You're drinking beer, and then cut.
Yeah. And then
Cut.
you're eating
My
rice.
Yeah. Now you're eating a rice.
Yeah.
Cut. Now you're looking at her
Yeah.
smiling.
That works.
Cut.
Yeah.
So my camera doesn't move. It
Yeah.
feels like a one shot.
Yeah. Doesn't
But
break
it's just
on
that tick, tick, tick. It does
Yeah.
like that.
That's cool.
Mm.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
this. next scene,
Yeah.
I'm really like.
Yeah. Like doing extra.
And then
yeah.
the next scene,
Yeah.
like this. And then
Interesting. And you can see how it kind of evolves because he wasn't doing the perfume there. They did it at a different table. Just things kind of just change on the fly as you go.
Walk. Next day.
Follow me. I do this.
Yeah. Yep.
And it's
Perfect. And then
Right.
you see it.
and then I stop.
You're also gonna have like
Go
way
behind
more
you.
ideas and probably
Go this
shoot
way.
more stuff than actually gets
And then I
into the
look
final
like this.
cut. Sorry, yeah.
Four.
Not yet. Car engine. Drive. That's it in frame.
This is the final shot. Nice timing. Why are they running? They're not supposed to be outside. Direction check. What's this?
이번에도 뭐 제임스 진짜 좋은 감독님이랑 같이 뭔가 왔다 갔다 이런 좋은 작업을 하는 거지. 프로덕션 크루도 되게 많이 도와줬어요.
대본도 한
So you guys informed me that he's talking Korean, but the subtitles are in Chinese because, you know, he's Jackson Wang from China. So thank you for that.
이렇게 바뀌고 step by step it's getting better and better every time. So in the whole restaurant after the scene, only the
This was in
only
the music
this
video,
light is
I think.
on. Everything off.
That's some low light if you just have
And then
one.
after you do this, and then like
Oh yeah, because then I come out and it's like this. Yeah.
Okay, see how it changed? Now we're at this booth, I think. Or was that the same one? It looked different to me.
cut from here.
Yeah.
That's such an awkward move, just your hand.
Nice.
Nice.
Leave me loving you, whatever you do. Don't leave me loving you. You zoom out to me.
Yeah.
And then
That was
you
so
see,
random, but
You see the boss right here. He does like.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. I have to.
so
tell him with my
exaggerated.
hand, right?
This is the transition
'Cause I
where he
have to do
covers
this
the
thing.
whole screen.
That's the transition.
Yeah.
It becomes another day.
Yes. Love those
Whatever you
transitions.
do, babe.
So this is also probably after hours, so they've either they have to contact the restaurant. So they've either worked out an agreement with the owner to be like, yo, can we come in here and do stuff when you're closed after hours? Or can we use this location and then we'll clean up afterwards, you know, or can you set aside a certain time for us to come in just so they're not interfering with the business and the crowd in the area.
Don't leave me loving you, hey. Yeah, let's go back.
Okay.
Rehearsal. So once you go through all that and you see how you're gonna go through the movement and everything, then you have to get rehearsals because that's just getting everybody familiar with the strokes, with the groove. So then when you do it for real, it's just you going right through it. And I think so he's like fully dressed up for the rehearsal. Interesting.
Got it.
That or he's just doing other business and that's just how it rolls for the rehearsal.
Very great. And then like sit there. I said sit there. And then I prepare. You sit down. And you
So
still
they're just
see
going
me in
through
the
like a
frame of
walkthrough.
preparing. And then
And you see Jackson, he's directing and acting too, so he's talking through everything as he's going along to help the other actors, because that's the main job of the directors, help the actors.
right. So I think this is probably appropriate.
That's a bit like posy to me. It's a little bit like it's like. Oh yeah, like that's okay.
Interesting.
Yeah.
The phone camera is very wide too, so it might look a little different for the music video because of the different focal lengths of the camera phone and the phone camera.
You don't know what it is, where it's from. You don't really care. Oh, I think you reading a book this way would be better.
Oh yeah, how he puts like the little thing and she just discards it like it's nothing. That's a little creepy, Jackson. So now to get it a little bit more like how it would be on the actual film, they have this stabilizer, this gimbal for the phone so that the phone footage looks smooth. So then when they transfer that to an actual camera, it will also be smooth too. Just to make sure they're really getting the motions right. No, we're gonna get an ad? Are you kidding? Okay, sorry about that. This never happened to me before.
Kind of the way we cut, we can kind of just start here. And it's like no one's there for the second one.
No, you have to get the shot until here.
Talking through the decision.
Did you study abroad in university?
Cool, that was great. Again, one more time.
Talking to myself. So where did you study? Oh, in San Diego. So sad.
Yeah. Not like that's motorcycle. Bicycle. Bicycle's like.
No, there are motorcycles like that.
Yeah, but you're in a bicycle.
Oh, this side just catch the hand. Oh, you don't mind. Oh, okay. Oh, you don't mind.
That's a really casual way of getting the
Kickoff.
the motion.
Yeah.
The essence of the shot.
Your face has to look this way so that you're in the frame.
Okay. That's speed.
Speed, that's the cameras rolling. That's like a bunch of. There's lots of terms that you hear that just they mean something, but like to the average Joe, they don't mean a lot. But you just gotta say them.
What did you do at first? You were really just looking around.
Yep.
Like
And it's just to make the most out of your location and your time. You just set up this little gig right here with the chairs because you don't want to get a bike and go outside and move everybody out there, just to get the shot compositions ready for these shots, and then we'll transfer that later to the bike setup.
Can you sit here for a second?
Be more sad.
Great direction from Jackson. Be more sad.
But just make sure that like a lot of these shots. You wanna like look somewhere?
Final rehearsal. So it looks like there's more extras, or the restaurant's actually open right now.
Actually.
Oh, now we got an actual DSLR. So we're moving up. We started with a phone, nothing, and then we got a phone with a gimbal. Now we have a DSLR with a gimbal. So we're upping the footage quality slowly.
Nice.
And then I think we're gonna get the actual cinema camera in for the actual final shoot, which I don't know if we'll get to. See this, and yeah, this is
Okay. I think a little fast on your end.
Ooh, cast interview.
착해요.
Very nice.
Action.
Ooh,
Nice.
nice.
Action.
아니 이래야지 초기가 바쁜데 뭐 하는 거야 그냥 아니 이래
That's a nice depth of frame in that shot. I just realized that.
Do we get it? Cut. Yeah, perfect.
Nice.
Awesome. Thank you. Really good. Boytoy, can you hang out with Isaac? Actually,
Oh,
kind of
Boytoy,
starting
that's
talking
his
to the-
producer. So I didn't know he was an extra in the music video.
And then camera will go through again. Oh, okay.
Face so not surprised.
We're surprised.
No, you just went like,
I don't think
why are you doing this? They're getting married. Like, oh, they're getting married.
Oh, look at it.
조금 느끼한 그런 그냥 이렇게. I like this. Okay. I like this too. 아 진짜?
그거 할까? 이거 폼 받았다고 하는 거? Thank you, bro. Thank you. Yeah, tomorrow. See you tomorrow.
All right. Okay. So part 3 is gonna be the shoot. It's gonna be the actual shoot. It's gonna be juicy. I'm excited. To be continued. So there you guys have it. I think this series has just gone to show you guys how much work goes into the front end of making these things. You know, the music video, the song, it's like 3.5 minutes long, which is actually really long for a Jackson Wang song or whatever. But you know, it's gonna be around that, and you're shooting so many more hours than that. You're shooting so much more footage than that, and the planning, getting the locations, getting the actors, getting the apparel and the wardrobe. It's so much work to put in that front end of it, to front load the workflow, because if you don't do that, then you're just winging everything right off the rip on their shooting day, and it's going to be a complete disaster on top of all the disasters that happen during the shooting time, and you just don't want to do that. So I think Jackson is doing a really good job here portraying the creative process as a whole. You know, we've already spent 2 whole episodes on this aspect of it. First was getting all the logistics, and this was just basically just location scouting in a bunch of rehearsals. That's all this episode was. So I'm guessing the next episode will be the actual shoot. Maybe we'll have a part 4 of the post-production, you know, like the editing process and how they wanted everything to come together, and maybe some promotional stuff too. And so, you know, like artwork and teaser images, all that kind of advertisement stuff. Maybe. So I really appreciate this series because it gives us a look at Jackson Wang's production, and we don't really get this kind of an in-depth look of a lot of stuff K-pop related or in this side of the industry, and it just adds more transparency. And I know Jackson is a really big fan of that transparency stuff when it, you know, when it's warranted and at you know, in a mediated sense, but it's still really, really cool to see, and it just helps us connect and appreciate his work that much more, and I'm all for it. I want to do this kind of stuff. I'd want to do this kind of stuff with Jackson. If you guys got any cards up your sleeve, let me know. But anyways, if you did enjoy the video and learn anything new, please drop a like. It really helps me out. And subscribe for new videos every single week. I'm going to talk movies very, very soon. So maybe let me know what your favorite movies are, and we'll have a discussion, and I will share you some of my favorite movies. But anyways, don't forget to find yourself, be yourself, and love yourself. Hey guys, Daniel aka Phoenix DTS checking in with you at the end of the video. If you did like what you saw, please be sure to check out one of these other 2 videos, and don't forget to drop me one of these and subscribe for new videos every single week. Thank you guys so much for supporting me. I love you. Have a good one.